Okay, so welcome back to Divinity Dragon Commander again. I have to say I am enjoying this game, hence why I'm kind of playing it quite a bit. So, we've already talked with everyone, we've done all that stuff, we did that last time. We have 2 research points, so nothing really to spend. So let's go to the strategy map straight away and, well, try and clean house, I suppose. Now, the way I see it, I don't suppose they're going to move their troops out of the capital to defend these places. So I should be able to take this. Of course, it is a risk, but I believe in myself. So I'm going to move a Grenadier in there. I'm going to take the transport back to here because they can't actually attack me now that I own this. I could attack them here as well if I move them in there. So we're going to kind of have an attack on 2 fronts. I actually don't think that's a bad idea at all. It's a shame I can't move the hunters across the ocean, but that's just how it is really, isn't it? It's also unfortunate I can't move them too far. Okay, I can actually make more units in here. So if I send these into attack, do you reckon I'll win the war? Oof. Well, we're risking it. What's that? 90% chance to win. And this one, well, there's not even any resistance in this place, so that's okay. Alright, because this place is going to be unguarded now, we need to build some resistance. So we will buy a couple of guys, which leaves me with 6 gold, I believe. Yep. Which we actually can't do an awful lot with, which is unfortunate. So we are attacking on 2 fronts. Hopefully they don't move to defend, but we will see, I suppose. Yeah, it doesn't look like they did anything. They kind of just upgraded this place a little bit. We found a wizard's tower. I don't really need the wizard tower. I can't get rid of it, though. Alright, we have a 90% chance to win, so we shouldn't be in too much of a pickle at all. Unfortunately, none of them cost 6. Well, isn't that annoying? Well, we'll just let the army do it. Hopefully they can win. Hooray, we won. There we go. We actually played the odds and we won. So that's quite something. Alright, Cold of Crazies lavished with late... Oh, my word. They deserve death. Okay. I'm not sure they did deserve death. That's okay. Dwarves are 40%. So lizards really like us. Everyone else, undead especially, not so much. Alright, cool. We got some Aura of Annihilation. Alright. And some combat things. Hell dice. Okay, cool. Everything's going well. Let's quickly head to the bar. Actually, I don't suppose they have anything new to say. So before we do anything else, let's research some new stuff. Grumio likes us to come visit every now and then. So we can get Shaman immunity. I reckon we just start unlocking these things. So we're getting armor. There we go. Very nice. And then we go to the throne room and we'll sort out some politics, I guess.
You know we elves sometimes stuff our pipes with a few Druidini leaves so as to experience its gentle, mind-altering effects. There are some that say its use should be outlawed, but I want to propose the exact opposite. Studies have shown this plant's medicinal use can do wonders to alleviate pain. So I think every doctor should be allowed to administer Druidini like any other remedy.
Wait, are you asking me to legalize weed? I'm not so sure about this.
What is it with the elves and their damnable love for hallucinogenic leaves? I've seen those who use it, sitting around with bloodshot eyes, talking gibberish. Medicinal! Malicious, more like.
So the dwarves are against it.
Commander, if Druidini truly possesses the qualities attributed to it by Oberon, and under responsible medical supervision it may be used to alleviate pain, well then of course I support the elven bid. It is only logical.
Yeah, but the problem is that if we allow it, it's a narcotic. I don't think that's a good idea.
Oberon is correct, Commander. Sure, it took our researchers a very long time to write down their results, which they did in the weirdest of phrases, and for some reason they et and et and et. But one simply cannot dismiss their deductions.
Both in sickness and in health, we recognize the judgment of the gods, Commander, as we do in convalescence and death. Interfering by means of medicine is already a sin. Adding the use of vile narcotics to the equation merely aggravates the misdeed.
I have to say, the undead are completely and utterly unreasonable to everyone else that's actually alive. They're like, oh, well, it's fine if everyone else dies, because then become us. They seem to want to increase their population. I know I'm going against the majority here, but I really don't want to allow narcotics through. I don't feel like it's a good thing. I wouldn't do it in my country, so... Will you allow medical use of certain narcotics? No.
So dwarves can drink themselves into a stupor every day, but you won't allow the use of a plant that has proven medicinal value. Hardly rational, is it, Commander?
Yes, but It's the same reason, like, it's fine to use in certain medical situations, but I don't want it legalized. I don't feel like it's a good idea. So I'm not going to legalize it. That's just how it is. Screw you, you don't need to get angry with me. I don't know why I'm getting angry at a character. Anyway, we're going to save before we... I guess we're pretty much preparing for the assault now, as far as I'm concerned. We pretty much own the map right now. They do have a lot on this square, though. Do we have any cards that we can play right now? No. We could build a mine and use another turnip, but this only gives you 2 gold anyway, so I wouldn't actually be gaining too much. But I can fly these guys over to protect this place. This place... Oh, I don't really need the wizard tower, do I? Do you reckon I'll win? Oh, I don't know. I reckon send everyone in. Well, we could always undo the turn if it goes horribly wrong, so... I guess, for now, we're just going to send everything in to see if that's enough to take down the Citadel capital thing. 10%? Okay. 10%. Are you serious? Why is it so low? Wow, okay then. Wow, we're not going to do that, because we have a freaking 10% chance of winning. Which isn't the bestest, I'm not going to lie. I was hoping for more than that. Okay then. In that case, I reckon we build on one of these, probably on this square. We can build a gold mine to increase our gold. Actually, we don't need this wizard tower. We can get rid of that. We certainly do not need that. Now, this place is now unguarded. Well, no, it is guarded, but it's not as guarded as it probably should be. But I feel like building here is a good idea. I don't know. Oh, let's build here. That would be a good thing to build. We get Parliament, we give you strategy cards. That's so-so. I actually kind of want a gold mine. It only gives you 4 gold a turn. It doesn't really add too much, but... We've still got 17 gold, so let's kind of buy some armorers. We will buy another hunter, and then a trooper. Okay, so we're building quite a reasonable army on this square. I'm going to move some people in here just to protect it a little bit. That should do me nicely. Hopefully they don't attack me. Of course, all these places are completely and utterly undefended, but I don't think they can get down to me in any sense, so we should be okay. Oh, they're actually attacking here. 88% chance of winning. That's alright then, isn't it? We should hopefully be okay. Of course, we could get a bad dice roll and just lose, but... I'm ready. Oh, why aren't I ready? What? Oh, right, yes, sorry. Imperial Army can take care of this. Nice, we won. We did lose a trooper, but that's not the worst thing in the world. We actually lowered the defense a little bit, so I'll take that. Hey, Ingela Forbidden. Nice. Alright, we've got a mercenary card. That's very nice as well.
Dul's Jarwin White Whiskers strikes again, Commander. He's the foremost dwarven scholar, as I'm sure you know, and he's about to publish his 1000th article on natural history. Rumour has it he'll make a startling new revelation, and I'm anxious to read all about it.
Don't know what he's talking about, but let's check out the bar. I'm sure we'll get more information on it. Henry, tell us all you know.
Seems to be in a mood fouler than an ogre's abattoir. We were just trading routine insults when I said, "Your grandmother was an orc," and immediately he tried to get his bloody hands round my throat. Madcap lizard. Who gets so upset over such a childish taunt?
So apparently there's also orcs in this world, which confuses me greatly, since they don't seem to have any say in the council at all, but I guess...
a most grave and ignominious matter has come to my attention. Some dwarven quack, styling himself a scientist, claims he has found conclusive proof that we lizards, and some form of degenerate aquatic orc, are descendant of one and the same ancestor. He means to publish this rot in the Rivellon Scientific Gazette, thereby causing irreparable damage to our species' reputation.
Why does it damage your reputation at all?
With the utmost insistence, I therefore urge you to halt this publication. And if the matter of censorship bothers you, think nothing of it. By blocking the printing of this inane nonsense, you're safeguarding not only the good standing of all lizards, but of the illustrious Gazette as well. A dwarven scholar, really? The very notion is ludicrous.
I kind of want to shut this guy down. I feel like he's a dick, but I'm not sure it's a good thing to do, especially since the lizards are already the people I'm most with, but how... Some humans have more in common with apes than they do with myths, so why not orcs and lizards? I'm not sure the band's scientific publication. Yep, I think that's sort of what we're going to do.
You'd be singing a different tune if it were dragons and dung beetles that were said to have matching progenitors, wouldn't you? To hell with that dwarf. I dare say no one will believe his tripe anyway.
Man, he is a sore loser.
Please excuse me, Commander. I have a subscription to a certain magazine to cancel.
That's pretty funny. Well, you were subscribed to his magazine anyway. What a weirdo. Okay, we better spend our research points before we do anything else. We got 16. Yeah, like I said before, we're just gonna pick up all the units more than anything else, and we'll head to the bridge and prepare for battle. I'm not sure if we quite have amassed the army necessary to take down their capital yet. I mean, they're quite entrenched in there. Not an awful lot we can do about that, though. Well, we have quite a big army. We can actually start moving the troops out of here, because they don't have a transport, I don't think. Having said that, they can fly over, so it's not the best idea to take everything out. Actually, these guys can jump in, so it's not the worst. I'm going to move everything in and see what our percentage chance of winning is, and if it's too low, then we won't fight. If it's good enough, then we might, so... see what happens, eh? 29%, not bad, it's definitely improving, but it's probably not where he wants to be right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start moving troops into this country. Since this one shares the border, it seems quite easy for it to be attacked. We've got lots of war factories though, don't we? We can probably sell this war factory. I don't suppose it matters too much. We have a lot of unit choice now. I'm going to move this guy into here. Yeah, we could probably could sell this one and build gold. Yeah, let's do that. We're going to sell this one. And then we're going to build a gold mine here. Pretty expensive, but you get a lot of gold per turn for that one. Which leaves me with 5 gold, which isn't an awful lot, but that can buy me a grenadier. So I'll do that. Oh, I can't. Oh, yeah, I can. There you go. Build a grenadier. Nice. Hopefully we don't get demolished this turn, but we should be okay. Oh, they did actually come to attack. We only have a 46% chance of winning. Well, isn't that annoying? I believe in us. We can hold this off. Alright. Let's go to battle. Okay, so if I start using some strategy cards, add some mercenaries in the picture. 48-48. Not a very good roll, really, is it? Anyone boost me up a lot? Ah, Scarlet's pretty good. He's going to help me at all? That's not. Is that going to help me a tiny bit? Invigorate? Your hunter's will have 50 more health points. I have a hunter. I don't see why that wouldn't help. But apparently it doesn't. Okay, we have a decent chance of winning now. But you never know, right? Okay, come on, we can do it. RNG. Alright, we won, but it was a close fight. They did well. Alright, nice. Anyway, we unlocked a random power that I don't really need. There's a lot going on. What's up?
I never would have thought that science could be so amusing, Commander. Most of it insults the gods, you see, but this lizard business has tickled my funny bone. Orcs in another guise. Out with the lizards, I said. Civilized race no longer. I was joking, of course, but by the 7, the look on Edmund's face was worth it.
Yes, I'm sure it was. That's the same reason I did it. Damn, Edmund.
I must say, Commander, that I am very disappointed. A time-honored academic journal has published such wild conjectures about us lizards. Positively everyone is laughing behind our backs. Yorick's little bid to have us removed from the list of civilized races only aggravates matters, though I believe he spoke in jest.
What I don't understand is why people can't just take it. Scientific fact is, of course, scientific fact. It doesn't matter what your heritage is. You're still you. Let's see what Edmund has to complain about them.
Commander, gutter press of the lowliest sort. The Rivellon Scientific Gazette has gone ahead and published that accursed gnome's findings. Every lizard in the realm has been made a mockery of, and it happened with your blessing. Did you know that the undead, those blundering bits of discarded carcass, have proposed that because of our alleged link with orcs, we lizards should be stricken off the list of 6. No longer a civilized race, but a wild one.
It was a joke, you muppet.
We, who were the pinnacle of evolution, cast aside? Ha! Let them. Why would we want to be counted among inferiors anyway? Let them have their list of 5. We shall be the ones.
Well, luckily he's becoming a little more down to earth because we're freaking shitting on his face.
Leave it to old man Charwin, Commander. He'll set things straight. I knew there was something fishy about those lizards.
You triumphed yet again.
Yeah, we always win. Okay, so let us go to the throne room. It looks like we have something to do.
Commander, I'd like to address some issues I have with the Rivlon Times. Now, I know the press will try to embellish stories to make for more savory reading material. But half the stuff they print nowadays is fabricated nonsense of an almost always sensational or slanderous nature. I want you to reprimand them, Commander. I want it to be known that from now on they must either publish the truth or else publish no longer.
I think that's fair, to be honest. Will you restrict the... well, we'll see.
The Rivlon Times is no more than a daily dose of heresy for those that sinfully partake. Rather than admonish, you should abolish the thing altogether, Commander.
Well, I don't think that was one of the options, to be honest.
I couldn't agree with Prospero more, Commander. The Rivlon Times journalists aren't simple fact-finders. No, they ferret for filth. Ever since I've become a counselor aboard the Raven, I've discovered dwarven newspapermen under my bed on no less than 3 separate occasions. And one I caught climbing through the bathroom window.
Sounds like he's having fun. I don't know how they climb through a ship's window, but sure, why not?
The Rivlon Times is a dwarven and therefore commercial enterprise, Commander. Juicy stories sell copies. That is simplicity itself. I categorically deny, by the way, that our editors spread lies. Or at the very least, spread lies on purpose. So, if a chambermaid divulges to us a minister of the crown likes to spank his mistress in the bedroom, and this later turns out to be untrue, she is at fault, not we, for having printed her tale.
I agree. The question is that what Prospera kind of suggested was that she didn't want lies to be published. But what's it asking me is, will you restrict the freedom of sensational press? Which I'm not.
I see no
Well, it's completely
interest
different.
in this matter at all, Commander. I'll just flip a coin then. Heads means yes, tail means no. And heads. Yeah, go ahead and reprimand them.
Huh. Alright, okay, we will reprimand them then, because that seems to be what 4 of the races want that, so...
Thank you, Commander. To inform the general public of the events of the Empire is a great responsibility, not a lackadaisical frivolity. The dwarves would do well to take this duty a bit more seriously, and their caricaturist especially could stand to be a bit more sensitive.
Sounds like she's insulted, but whatever. To the bridge then, it's time for war. Actually, no, it's not, it's time for research. Gotta do that first. Alright, so let us buy some advance. We'll buy ourselves a Zeppelin. And since we have a little bit... we'll leave it. Okay, cool. So we're just gonna kind of strengthen our army this turn, I think. We're just gonna try and get as big as possible, so that we can, of course, soon invade. I don't think we quite have the troops yet, which is rather irritating. Oopsie daisy. Because they have quite the force amassed in here. So potentially we should go and attack this, but I still don't think we quite have the numbers. I mean, we're going to check, obviously. We, of course, have to remember that we no longer have any... Can I bring these over as well? No. 58% chance. Oh, that's pretty good. Now, do I take that? Well, they could actually strengthen themselves, so it's probably not worth it. Especially since I don't own any... What are the words? Any cards. I don't think I have any mercenary cards at the moment. Oh, I do have a... No, that's a sabotage card. I'm not entirely sure how I play the sabotage cards, to be honest. Destroy a factory in an enemy country. Oh, that would be quite useful. Can I do that? Oh, there we go. Oh, so if I do this... Huh. Armors in the country won't be able to move this round. Okay. I assume I can undo card. Yeah, I can undo that. So now if I move everything in here... Does that increase my odds? I think my odds are going to need to be around 70% before anything happens. Because obviously they can create units and kind of defend themselves. So I'd only feel safe once it's about that high. No, it's only a 58. Okay, well, We will just take the turn to strengthen ourselves, I guess. Undo reset, we don't need to do that. Alright, here we go then. So let us strengthen our borders. So first I want to kind of... Right, I guess we build some units. It's unfortunate we can't build too many units in this place though, which is... I guess it happens. Alright, what do we want? Ironclad seems pretty strong. Weak against ground units, so that's not so useful. You guys have a Zeppelin, an armor, and a hunter. That's pretty terrifying, to be honest. I feel like this one could be easily attacked, so I'm going to keep it like that. I will... I will move some more into here. I feel like we need another... We need somewhere else we can create units so we can kind of bring more people in. I mean, I can start building them here, I suppose. How much money do I have? I only have 2 left anyway, so I don't really have enough to do anything. Alright, well, we'll see what happens. Hang on, I didn't mean to attack. Oh, what? No, I didn't mean to do... oopsie daisy. Well, that's a 0% chance of winning. That was dumb. I didn't actually mean to do that at all. I didn't even remember dragging that guy in. I think I meant to put him in this country and accidentally must have put him in there. Well, he's dead. I'm sorry, dude. You are absolutely dead. Well, he died. What a shame. Oopsies. It's not them attacking, though, so it's probably not the worst idea in the world. Maybe next time send a single troop in. Okay. So we got a couple of cards. Nothing really interesting. What's up, Catherine?
Accursed be that hothead of a Henry, Commander. I'd rather swallow needles than endeavor a constructive discussion with him ever again. You know what he's like on the field. Always must he fly solo. Always must he go charging in like a bull in heat. Ridiculous. If he's thinking at all about what he's doing, it's with his brain that dangles, not deducts. The man's a menace. A danger to himself and others.
Alright, so he doesn't sound particularly happy. What have you done, Henry? Do I have to have a word with you? Tut tut.
By all the gods, real or imaginary, devils take my manhood if that Catherine creature isn't a bigger bitch than a mountain-sized mastiff. So what if I wage war by my own rules and care little for her so-called team tactics? That's no reason to question my ability. She's lucky she has tits to prove she's not a man, or I'd have beaten her more savagely than a dwarf is anvil.
I wonder if that's an insinuation, or...
Besides, what's the use of standing shoulder to shoulder when you know the fella next to you will run once the swords start ringing and the blood begins to flow? Aye, that's what happened the day I lost my arm. I stood my ground, alone. And the rest of the Emperor's generals, they outran their wives and their litter trying to escape. So much for loyalty. So much for duty.
Well, I don't really want to tell him he's a lone guy, so what's this one? I can imagine it's hard to put trust in someone when you've been through such an ordeal. We here might not form a band of brothers yet, but we never will unless you give us a chance. I think that is definitely the correct answer.
I find it a lot easier to tell the benefit of the doubt it can go shag itself. But if you insist, I'll give the others a chance. Though I'm sure they'll prove to be a bigger disappointment than looking for a brothel in an elf town.
How delightfully entertaining to see Catherine and Henry. Of course, none of the two realizes they could argue till the dwarves grow tired of gold and never reach the tiniest epiphany.
Well, of course, he's still on his high horse. I thought we would have shut him down by now. It's time to do some research then. How much do we have? We're 20. Nice. I don't think we can get any of this yet, no. Alright, so let's upgrade our hunters. Hunters are pretty strong as well, so I quite like that. Nicely done. Okay then. Ready to wage war. I'm not sure if we have enough units yet, but we may do. We are getting a lot of gold per turn. A lot of units per turn. Definitely feels like we're gradually putting ourselves closer and closer. Hi, ho, ho. It'd be nice if I can move the units instantly in, but I can't quite, so... How many units can I make? I actually don't feel... I feel like we're not gaining units because I lose them quite quickly. So I need to build a war factory. Do I own lots already? I'm pretty sure I only own one, don't I? Maybe the Citadel counts as one, I guess. Gold mine, gold mine. Gold mine. I guess so. Do I want to put it here? Or here? Probably here. This one's more likely to be attacked, so actually I'll put it here. Let us build ourselves a war factory. That might have been a bad idea, because it only leaves me with 3 gold. There. Well, we'll try. Hopefully we don't get demolished this turn, and we should be... Well, actually... Let's go back, Okay, I didn't mean to go that far back. If I do move everything into this country... Can we win? I have to check this every turn, really, don't I? Is the likelihood of winning high enough to kind of... to make it worthwhile, or not? 63%, that's winnable, but again, like I said, I kind of want it to be close to 70. I feel like just building units is possibly a good idea. Actually, I'll tell you what we'll do. Do I have a trooper? I have a hunter. Zeppelin, armor. I don't really have a cheap unit I want to just throw away. Okay, I'm going to throw a trooper into there, just to die. But hopefully that stops them attacking. And then what that will allow me to do is build up an army here. We'll build ourselves a hunter. A grenadier. Unfortunately, we can't build too many troopers, so that's kind of annoying. And, of course, a... How about a warlock? I haven't got one of those yet. And that leaves me with 15 gold. I could actually build stuff here if I move this guy into here. I can ship them over afterwards, so let's do that. I can actually build 4 in this place. That's actually better. So if I build some grenadiers... Well, we only can build 2, because I think these can only carry... Oh, no, hang on. Go back. Do that again. That was dumb. Alright, build 3 of these. Alright, there you go. Alright, cool, that's my turn. Yeah, like I thought, they actually didn't really do anything. They just brought... They didn't attack because I put men in theirs. So that's good. So these guys are going to get slaughtered. They have a 0% chance of winning, just as you'd expect. So they can retreat out of there. Oh, I didn't mean to send so many in. Oh, okay. I'll take that. That's not bad. That's pretty much the result I wanted. Alright, we actually got some combat cards as well, which is useful. What's wrong, Catherine? You look grumpy.
Oh, my head. Feels like there's an imp wedding celebration going on in there and they've just lighted the fireworks. I drank shots and played poker with Henry, Edmund, and Scarlet. Not a dime left in my pockets. But it was rather jolly. In a vulgar sort of way.
Sounds like she actually enjoyed herself, oh my word.
Men will have their simple pleasures, you know. Games of chance, drinking games, etc. All made for a welcome change from Henry's moody ways, though. He was rather cordial, if you can believe it. Thought I'd see Maxos shave his beard first.
Alright, seems like my planning is working just as I expected. So unfortunately we haven't taken down their empire yet. It shouldn't be too long. We're just going to build up our forces and then BAM! They're dead. But that will happen later. Till next time, good night.